Hey there folks, Tommy D here. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but that's because YouTube no longer let me download videos directly from my webcam. And my stupid computer is a piece of junk wrapped up in turds, so I couldn't do any videos. But my sister gave me this old phone, so now I can start recording crap. I don't have much to record because I haven't been smoking as much, so my pipe videos are very scarce. But one thing I have been doing is reading and drawing. So I'm going to try to post more on that. I'm working on a sketchbook right now and got it almost filled up. When it is filled up, I'll do a sketchbook tour. Otherwise, if you want to see more of that, you can check out my Facebook. I'm not a great artist. I'm just starting out and trying to learn. But I've got a big book update for you. About 20 books. Some classics, some more modern books. And we've also got a bit of a guest here today. My sweet and loving girlfriend, Miss Charity McCall. I don't know if you can see her, but she's on video call.
Hello, nice to meet you guys.
Ain't she gorgeous?
Shucks.
Okay, folks, so let's do ourselves a bit of a video here. And the first thing we're going to start off with is 3 books I got on Amazon a month before last. And they're 3 Charles Dickens. I got them from the Reader's Digest. Very nice books. They're hardcover. And let's see here. They are pre-owned. This one used to be a library book, so it's got some markings in it, but none on the pages where it counts. And it also has some minor illustrations. Very nice book. I've been wanting to get into reading some more Dickens, so I got these 3 together. The second I got is Great Expectations. Many people tell me that this is one of the best books he ever wrote. So, again, can't wait to read it. Comes with a nice marker. It's Reader's Digest. Looks great on a shelf. And I got it for 10 cents plus $3.99 shipping and handling. It's used. Second is Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities. Really wanting to read this. It is considered one of the greatest novels of all time. Again, it is pre-owned, but this one has no writing in it, no stickers, none of that. It's just a beautiful book. Got it for less than 75 cents plus my shipping and handling. So I got all 3 of those together. I also ordered in the last few months Michael Crichton, however the hell you want to pronounce it. But he's the guy that wrote Jurassic Park. And this is a 3-pack of his books. It's got 3 novels in one. Congo, which I saw the movie when I was a kid, and I was a huge fan. So I couldn't wait to get it. And then there's Sphere and Eaters of the Dead, and that's my freaking phone. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that. Of course, any other time I can go days without a phone call. But as I was saying, it's got the book Congo, Sphere, and Eaters of the Dead, which they made into a movie, which I saw when I was a kid and loved it. The movie doesn't hold up so well, but I'm hoping that the book is better. And Eaters of the Dead they made into the 13th Warrior, which I love. Let's see. The next book we're going to talk about is one that I just got yesterday and haven't read yet. It's called The Terror by Dan Simmons. It is a adventure/horror novel. I'm in awe of Dan Simmons, says Stephen King. So maybe it'll be good. But if you want to know what I think about any of these books, I do post reviews on the ones I read over on Facebook, so check those out. Or if you want to know in detail where I get my books or certain sites I like to order from, certain sellers, Hippo Books on Amazon is pretty good. They're usually really good. That's where I got this one. They get them to me in a decent manner and in a decent amount of time. Next one I picked up is, I actually got this from the Dollar Tree for $1, and it's called Fade to Black by Francis Knight. I haven't read it yet, don't have any idea what it's about, but it was $1, and it says, "Some heroes prefer the shadows." Couldn't pass it up. I'm a bookaholic, so. The next, given to me by my uncle, is Nora Roberts' Tribute. I do like Nora Roberts. Her style is very simplistic, very predictable, so if you're looking for just a nice cozy book to sit down and feel good with, she's a good author. The next one, some of you guys might recognize the name, Peter Benchley, Beast. He's the author of Jaws. And he does write a lot about the sea. Most of his stuff is about the sea and about the creatures in it. And I read this one, and I like it. It's about a giant squid who, in search of food, comes up to an island and starts eating anything it can find. He's really good about giving you a perspective from the squid's view. I really liked that. But it follows a lot along the same line of Jaws. So, very Jaws similar. Take the squid and make it a shark, you got Jaws. The next is The Island by Peter Benchley. I actually haven't read this one yet, but I'm going to get to it soon. It is a little more beat up. The dust cover is a little worn. But yes, I get 90% of my books used just because I can't afford to buy a lot of new books. And this one is called James Herbert, The Dark. And 37 hideously mutated bodies were found inside. A mass suicide. Yet why such horrifically obscene death? That was a year ago. The house had died. But in the rubble, the blackness in the cellar lives, spreading its tentacles, invading the minds of men, driving them into a frenzy of destruction. So I'm hoping this will be good. This is one of my favorite authors. Several of his books have been turned into movies. Some good, some not, but his books are great. The technical stuff in them can kind of drag on, but he can make up for it when he wants to, and it's The Firm by John Grisham, hardback. And I've got several of his books in paperback that I've shown before. Son of a crack! I'll be right back, folks. Hey, folks, I'm back. That stinking phone is ringing. I was talking about John Grisham. His book, The Firm, they made it into a movie with Tom Cruise, but I prefer the book. Definitely a must-read. And I wanted to get more of his stuff in hardback. I have several paperbacks, but I love his work. And this one is part of the Scotland Yard Murder Squad, and it's called The Black Country. And it's kind of a mystery/murder book. Small paperback. Now, there's several others. I found this at my local thrift store for, I think, 50 cents. So I couldn't help but pick it up. Another Dollar Tree book is Cavalier Emperor, a novel of the Roman Empire by Ruth Downey. I love things to do with ancient Rome. I love things to do with ancient Rome and things like that, so I wanted to pick it up just to see what it was about. It was just $1. And moving on to one of my favorite authors, Stephen King. I picked up his book, hefty book, Stephen King's Insomnia. Man, that sounds like the title of my life. Insomnia by Stephen King. Again, haven't read it yet. There's a lot here I haven't got to. The next one is Stephen King, Under the Dome. And they've made this into I think it's a Netflix series, or maybe NBC. I'm pretty sure it's Netflix. But I've heard that it's not that good, and that the book is better. Man, is it a hefty read. So I'm hoping to get into it soon. Another Stephen King I picked up recently, Cujo. Woof. The movie Cujo is fantastic, so I'm hoping the book can surpass it and give me something great to read. Okay, just a couple more Stephen King. I picked these up actually at the Food City when I go out and do my shopping each month, and they occasionally have his books in small paperback form. This one is Stephen King's The Dark Half in paperback. Stephen King, Christine. This was the first novel of his that ever got published. This is what started it all. No, it isn't. Carrie. Carrie was the first one. How could I screw that up? Jesus. I would like to apologize to all the King heads out there. So and the last one I got is Stephen King writing as Richard Bachman, The Running Man. For those of you that don't know, Stephen King for a long time, for a while, tried to use a pen name to see if he could get enough books out there and see if people liked him other than his name. So he didn't want to oversaturate the market with Stephen King. People saw through it pretty quick after, I think, 4 books. And they were pretty elaborate trying to hide it. They had a guy dress up and take a photo for the back, give him a fake name and everything. But what ultimately screwed him was a guy went and looked at the copyrights for the books, and they were in Stephen King's name. So yeah, they kind of overlooked that. So Richard Bachman is Stephen King. And the last 2 are some great books. Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which I'm currently reading. I love Jules Verne. I love classics. I love sci-fi. And one of my all-time favorite storytellers, The Complete Fiction of H.P. Lovecraft. This is a beautiful edition. It's cloth bound, very pretty, has a silver ribbon, comes in a nice slip cover, and I'm pretty sure, let's see here, I can't remember who put this out. I don't care, but it's got his complete fiction and a little about the author. No illustrations, which is a bummer, because Lovecraft often liked to draw little illustrations for his things. I wish they would have included that, and it would have been perfect. But they do give a list of further reading in the back. But I love his stuff. I've read this like crazy. They have this beautiful picture of Cthulhu on the front. You can see him better here on the back. Silver foil. Beautiful. That's all from my fiction. But a couple of other books here I can show you. UFOs. Myths, Conspiracies, and Realities. And this was written by John B. Alexander, Ph.D. This is based on UFO evidence and spotting. I know, I'm a nut. The Sasquatch Seeker's Field Manual. Handy for anyone who hopes to bag themselves a Bigfoot. I'm going to catch that sumbitch one of these days. And 2 books I got when I started to get back into my artwork. They had these on sale at BAM, Books A Million. Great little store, by the way, up in the mall. And Barrington Barber, I think I'm pronouncing his name right, is the author of these 2 books. The Complete Book of Drawing, Essential Skills for Every Artist. And Everyone Can Draw, Step-by-Step Instructions for Artists. They're pretty good. They start out with basics and then go kind of intermediate. So if you're looking for something that is a step above the step-by-step, make this line, make that line, but you're not ready for big instructional pieces, those would be perfect. So I'd recommend those. Also, let's see here. Okay, I can't find my other book on Bigfoot, so we'll just save that for later. So everybody, that's an update on my books. I hope you guys have fun. And remember, if you find Bigfoot, please tell me. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.